Okay. Most people know Joe Budden as the rapper who gave us a song, Pump It Up, Pump, Pump, Pump It Up. But today he runs the #1 independent podcast in the world. Everyone talks about his controversy, the takes, the beefs, the drama. That's the show. I want to talk more about like the business side of things because Joe Budden Podcast Network or Joe Budden Network has done something that all of the Fortune 500 companies that I've worked with have really struggled to do in an adequate fashion. Now, look at how the network is built first. It's built on YouTube, it's built on Patreon, and it's built on podcasts, right? YouTube is the effervescent, evergreen strategy where the audio and the video is available to everyone. Patreon is gated behind a paid community. YouTube comes out maybe a day or two after the Patreon drops, and the ability to have it in a timely way is what makes the revenue model work for Patreon. Audio podcasts are available the same day that Patreon drops. And then you kind of ask yourself, well, why would I actually create a brand new network, right? Or why would I want to create something outside of these channels that I'm already in? Well, frankly, it's the data. When you actually create your own network, which is what they've done, JoeBuddenCommunity.com, you allow yourself to collect all of that first party data yourself. So now I can collect it, I can enrich my data, I can curate it, I can orchestrate it, I can assemble it in all the ways that I want to in betterment of the product, or in service of the community at large, in service of the business at large, right? So I really want to actually pitch a feature for this new JoeBuddenCommunity.com. And I think this is an innovative feature because it is one of the first ways that you can monetize the fourth wall. Now, what do I mean by monetizing the fourth wall, right? I thought you weren't supposed to break it. No, you do break it, and you break it in an intentional fashion. You break it to make the show, your #1 engine, the podcast, even better. And you allow for people to be heard and engagement to increase. And how might I go about doing that? Well, you need to take the product, a piece of the product that's done quite well today, but is lacking, right? It's underutilized. And that is friend of the show. Now, what is friend of the show? Friend of the show is when people write in, and when Joe Budden makes time for it on the podcast, he reads them off. And then the cast debates about the question and what they're actually asking. So how might we make that better? Well, in today's world, there is some sort of filtering method that allows for Joe Budden to surface these. Maybe it's the amount of money that someone pays to get their show or their friend of the show read. But I think that you can actually interject with an agent automation here, and it would do 3 things. One, it would make sure that all of the friend of the shows are read. So you send them in, we digest the text, and we start to rank and sort them. Now, how do we do the rank and sorting? Well, the agent has the context. It has context of all of the content and all of the topics that have been talked about over the past 90 days or so. And what it could do is it could actually rank and sort the questions so that it surfaces the question that would benefit the community the most, right? So maybe we even kind of shifted off of the profit motives and just think about the overall brand building of it, right? You break the fourth wall, you allow for an agent automation loop to read through all the questions and then sort them and rank them as the one that the community most wants to hear from, that would be most beneficial for the community, right? Breaking the fourth wall, actually building on the community itself, because you're only able to submit the friend of a shows through the community. Engagement increases, and you break the fourth wall and having a payoff by Joe Budden actually using or reading the friend of the show that ranks the highest, right? And you could be transparent with the algorithm as well, right? How you're actually constructing it and the signals that it intakes. But this also plays off of something else that is pretty popular, which is who's the Potter of the month, right? So there's this kind of ranking, there's this winning that goes along with it. I think this will be a great feature to add to the Joe Budden network, to the Joe Budden community. Would love an opportunity to actually speak with Ian, but if it's only as an idea, then I want to let it be known this idea is one that came top of mind for me. So stay curious, and frankly, it's the data.